Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faizan Mohamad. I'm from FIB. So today I would like to present about my marketing assignment, which is I choose a Red Bull company. So moving on to the company background and history of the Red Bull GmbH. Red Bull GmbH produced the world's leading energy drink. More than a billion cans a year are sold in nearly 100 countries. Red Bull holds a 70% of share of the world market for energy drinks or functional beverages, a category that it was largely responsible for building. Its dominant position is the fastest growing segment of the soft drink market in a number of countries, has drawn a number of imitators. Red Bull has become a case study in successful guerrilla marketing in the United States and United Kingdom. Marketing is aimed at hip young with active lifestyles, though the formula began as a popular tonic for blue-collar workers in Thailand. So the person, which is Dietrich Mateschitz, was born in 1946, a native of the Styria region of Austria. As a student in Vienna, he studied world trade and commerce. After graduating, he worked for Unilever, then Blendex, a German manufacturer of toothpaste. His position involved in much global travel. In 1982, Mateschitz visited Thailand and brought home with him a number of energy drinks he sampled there. According to The Economist, Mateschitz was sold on a product called creatine dyeing after his away jet lag. And so he later claimed that consumed up to 8 of drinks of the day. Creatine dyeing, which is Thai for the Red Bull, was a drink popular among the cab drivers and other blue-collar workers. It had been produced since the early 1970s by T.C. Pharmaceutical Co., founded in Thailand in 1962 by Kallio Yovidia. A Blendex license, T.C. Pharmaceutical eventually formed a subsidiary, Red Bull Beverage Co. So Mateschitz found Red Bull GmbH in Austria in 1984 as a 49% partner with Kallio Yovidia and his son. So the company began marketing its formula, its namesake drink in Austria in 1987. So 1 million cans were sold in the year. So basically the original formula was altered for the Western plates. Some ingredients were dropped and carbonation were added. Components of the legendary elixir including vitamin B, glucuronolactone, sodium and caffeine. One ingredient, the amino acid taurine, was derived synthetically, not from bull testicles as the rumor had it. So Red Bull's selling proposition was that it is increased stamina and mental concentration, making it a natural for one of the original target use, long distance drivers and much more than that. So the taste of the thick yellow beverages, said to be akin to liquid gummy bears, lend added distinction to the brand. So moving on to the microenvironment. So the Red Bull microenvironment factor consists of the customers, employees and competitors, shareholders, suppliers and the media. So the company is working on a customer strategy that is trying to expand and develop the status of its brand to the global market. Red Bull will have an arrangement in place with their regular and trusted suppliers to supply the ingredients required to produce drinks. Customers, the majority of whom Red Bull will have deliberately targeted, are the ones for whom the product is obviously made. They are basically in charge of the product success or failure. So the market competitors who are already behind the Red Bulls in market share will have an impact them through the pricing variance, product differences, and the taste variation. These three components that the key to the product success or failure. This is some of the factors that Red Bull must consider when producing, promoting, and it is selling beverage. So any alternative items on the market must be identified and addressed. Moving on to the suppliers, Red Bull suppliers are unaffected because their product ingredients are basic. It is because they can get raw resources everywhere and anytime. They use a unorthodox style of advertising to target a youthful market. They often put on extreme sporting events, which includes the project it is called Red Bull Stratos. So Red Bull recruiting many different types of supplier, including a company called Rockpool, who create the web presence for their Stratos campaign. So moving on to the competitors. So back in 2012 and 2013, a variety of dairy-based high-protein drinks such as Fuel, Upbeat, and Wing and Co. were introduced of production of energy drinks. They are not quite as caffeine-focused but are presented as a source of energy. One of its claims is that a healthy way to keep you going all day. The introduction of a number of coconut water brands raised the rivalry for sports drinks and the Red Bull. So moving on to the company, it's a short and sweet. Red Bull is founded by approximately $1 million in financing. Each partner agreed to put a $50,000 into the business. So it was the first energy drink to be developed and originally launched in 1987 and introduced to the United States decade later. So strong branding continues on this day, with United States and United Kingdom having the second greatest share, bringing 6,340,000.4 million in revenue at the end of 2012. So whatever happened to Red Bull to the public? Red Bull using a communicate public through many types of media. So there are extensive advertising in magazines, television ads, internet websites, and street promotional teams in the Red Bull automobiles, football, any sports events. So each country amounts of direct approach will be slightly different. Advantage of the first mover because Red Bull was entirely established by the proprietor. They choose not to create any other goods in addition to the Red Bull. Sticking to the single product was a wise decision because it keeps consumer and the company focused from becoming sidetracked between goods. Moving on to the marketing intermediaries, Red Bull is well known for its intensive brand marketing and branding efforts. Some have referred to Red Bull branding as an anti-brand technique. This is due to the fact that it did not empty traditional marketing strategies. Instead, it employs the marketing method known as a buzz marketing. Sometimes it known as a viral marketing. The brand image was developed as a drink for young individuals who participate in adventure-related sports. So it focusing on the sports, young talents or prospect. So they promote brand image using a variety of techniques with the primary goal of making the brand it's visible and well known to the public. And next to micro environment, political and legal factor, economic factor, socio-cultural elements, technological factor, and the natural factor are the six major factors that impact organization external environment. Despite the fact that a single business is typically unable to directly influence external cause, a group of organizations can apply some pressure on this element, primarily to the political factor via the effective use of the political lobbying when it linked to the proper grasp of the organization's shortcoming. So basically, a clear understanding of these fundamental elements allows the organization to show the market opportunity and strength, as well the potential dangers is the find the most critical aspect for the efficient strategic planning is an examination of external issue and political and legal. Red Bull used lobbying to try influence specific political elements as well as the related rules and regulations. For example, the US Food Drug FDA launched an investigation and allegation of the people becoming ill, being injured, or dying after consuming items promoted as energy drink. Podesta and Partners, as example, the lobbying firm led by power broker Heather Podesta, has been engaged by the Red Bull North America to handle the public relations to educate policymakers regarding energy beverages. Next up, economics. The COVID-19 pandemic has had quite a significant effect to the energy drink sector, as all fitness facilities and gyms around the world were closed, and some for the extension of close to the periods of time. Energy drinks have a large demand among fitness enthusiasts and gym owners who need a grab before starting to doing a workout, and many footballer teams, you know, as the sponsorship for the club sports drink. Since 2018, Red Bull has famously hosted Dance Your Style contests. These challenges were obviously held in person, which is no longer the case for the time being. To make this challenge materialize, they decided using the famous social media platform as the newest and trendy. It is called TikTok. In a couple of days, their hashtag has viewed more than 3 billion times in 2020. As a TikTok core audience is their target as demographic, it is anticipated that these views might generate a 33% increase in sales. This was a really wise decision in order to stay profitable during this pandemic. Sociocultural. In general, the public is extremely receptive of the Red Bull energy drinks. However, there is a growing initiative among educators and health organizations to raise awareness about the potential negative impacts on adolescent and adult health. The drink itself has recently been called into doubt in America, with Red Bull being blamed for ultimately death by grief after a basketball player drank one of the cans. The basketball player drank one of the cans. As a result, Red Bull has been sued $85 million. Technological. When it comes to the technological, Red Bull is a strong supporter of technological innovation, mostly because of they established the Red Bull Basements University in 2018 to inspire young people to conduct research and studying in order to provide the tech-based answers to numerous challenges. Many challenges are coming, but these students then compete in international tournaments. So the university provide an excellent platform for women to demonstrate their abilities in technology, which is traditionally male dominated area. And every year the number of females participating keep growing. And natural environment, because Red Bull is a private company rather than a corporation, they never provide public reports on their CSR activities, since they are not trying to convince any shareholders. They are also try to limit carbon pollution by adapting wall-to-wall production. This means that they create and fill the cans, the main manufacturing facilities in Austria and Switzerland, and then they shipping them to the nearest port to be distributed throughout the world. This method is environmentally benign and saves significant amount of CO2 or carbon dioxide. The environmental forces that will most affect the company ability to serve its customers. So moving on to the microenvironment, based on analysis, a really deep analysis on the Red Bull companies, so we conclude that the competitor factor has the greatest impact on a company ability to serve their customer. We choose this factor because we found that this company work very hard to solve their problems related to their competitors and within their competitors. The best example as a competitor to face, which is the Red Bull main competitors, and the best one that into this analysis, consider it as a Monster Energy. Monster Energy were the biggest rival for the Red Bull company because they also serve an energy drink just safe like Red Bull company does. Monster Energy Drink is a brand of energy drink manufactured by the Monster Beverage Corporation in the United States. Macro environment. For the macro environment factor part, we have choose the natural environment as a factor that gives the most affect company ability to serve its customer. This is because we can see that on the material that Red Bull used to produce their cans, according to the recycling and waste management news, Red Bull was fined almost 271,000 euros, approximately around $448,000, for failing to meet its requirement to recover and recycle package waste for 8 years between 1999 to 2006, as well as a failing to register with the Environment Agency. The Environmental Agency, it is in London as a manufacturer and of waste material. So moving on, last but not least, the conclusion of this company. We can see that Rebel take a quick action to overcome all their problems and solve their problems within really quick in the time. For example, the issue that related to natural environments. They have been struggled to solve this problem, and now they have to be succeed to overcome this issue. Red Bull is very proud of its environment success. The cans are 60% lighter than they were a few years ago. So an improvement has to be made, and the problems already is solved and solved and solved. Hence, it's saving a significant amount of resources. Cans are 100% recyclable, and because of their shape, they require less energy to transport than plastic or glass bottle. But not all problems can be solved in the same time. The problem was the cans that wind up in the environment do not go through the recycling procedure. So they need to do a research and solve their problems, upcoming and new challenges to solve this one as a problem. Um, I think that's all from me. Um, Thank you very much. Well, I'm happy to presenting this. Thank you very much again. I'm Mohamad Faizan. Take care and Assalamualaikum.